broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hey. Hey everybody, we are here for another recap of our favorite show, Red Band Society. This is Season 1, Episode 6, Ergo Ego. I'm your host, Francisco Thurston, and tonight I am joined by...
Hey guys, I'm Michelle Fee. Hey everyone, I'm Heather Joy Smith.
And we have a special guest in studio today. He plays Dash on Red Band Society. None other than Mr. Astro.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to join in. Y'all was so sharp with the introduction.
It's okay. My bad for interrupting you.
Thank you for having me, first of all. Great to be here.
Of course, we're excited to have you because like we've been covering, you know, the show, and now we finally have somebody in with us to talk about everything that's been happening over the past couple of weeks.
Yes.
Awesome. Great to be here, man.
Yeah.
Dope setup you guys got too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. So tonight's episode, lots of stuff happening. We start off right away with Ciara going blind.
Yeah.
And who would have thought that her, of all people, would have to go blind?
Yeah.
You know, like
It was
she's
very unsuspected.
yeah,
She's kind of a jerk though, so she sort of had it coming.
right karma. She kind of had it coming.
She did.
I'm pretty sure a lot of viewers thought she'd probably fall or something or slip, but going blind is pretty extreme. So
Yeah.
yeah, that just takes it somewhere else.
Yeah, that's really extreme. Especially her character. She's very judgmental and she's very like blunt, honest with anybody's appearance or anything that's fair game. So her going blind is just like whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, which kind of leads into this whole triangle between Emma, Jordy, and Leo. You know, it kind of gives that underlying story of Emma's very jealous of Jordy always being the hero for Ciara. And she's sick of it. And that kind of starts out the entire underlying thing for the episode for those three, which is crazy. I never expected, you know, that Emma, first of all, to be like into Leo that much, and we finally find out why she's so confused about the entire situation. She's insecure, she's not confident, and she actually doesn't know what to do with two guys actually being like wanting her, because that probably isn't normal for her if she were to be in a normal situation.
I mean, what a predicament to be in, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be complaining.
Which I loved your guys' scene. You're like, woman.
Yeah.
Like, enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
Jeez
Love
Louise. Is this really a problem here? Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, I think we get to see that Emma is we get to see what her real problem is. It's like an internal thing, a mental thing, you know. But it goes way deeper than what you saw in that episode. It breaks down in the future episodes that you're going to see later on. But, yeah, Emma has a lot of internal problems.
Yeah, she's first of all dealing with an eating disorder.
Yeah, exactly.
She's not confident at all. So that's the first thing that she's struggling with and dealing with.
And that starts from somewhere as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm excited to see where that actually goes. And,
yeah, me too, man.
And I love how you're just like kind of like the middleman. You're friends with Leo, but now this new guy comes into the camp, and you're like, man, well, I'm just trying to be a friend.
I'm like the hitch. Of this episode, pretty much.
I feel like you always come in there with like these inspirational words of like wisdom to what everybody that's there.
Yeah. I mean, I think Dash is, you know, probably the wildest kid on the show. So I think when it comes, like, and he understands everything that's going on. He doesn't really, he's in his own world, but he does understand what's going on around him. So he's kind of like the go-to guy for situations like these.
Yeah. I think he has a lot deeper than what, you know, the exterior kind of shows. His mind's very creative, and he has a different thought process than what he may look like on the outside.
Exactly. Yeah, like he's just playing around all the time when in reality he knows what's going on.
For sure.
Yeah.
Which I want to kind of go back to Ciara. Her character, she needs a pacemaker. We find out that she has this thing that, you know, the heart won't let enough oxygen get to her brain, so she goes blind temporarily, and it's something that can fix it is a pacemaker, and she doesn't want the pacemaker. She thinks that it's second best, and she thinks she deserves, you know, a heart to be on the list, which your character's on the list, and try to give her some insight. And her mom not even available for her at all at first.
No,
I know, that was really sad. I like really felt for her. Well, I mean, I know, I get it. I mean,
given the circumstances.
Yeah, given the circumstances, I almost cried because her mom was like, "I gotta go to a meeting. Like, see you later." And
Just
she's
dismissive.
like, "You serious?"
Like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah.
In a situation like Ciara's mom is so rude to her all the time, and you wonder. I mean, clearly that's where Ciara learned how to be.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, like you said, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and she's just pulling off what her mom does, and, you know, like daughter, like mother.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's awesome about the show. Like, each character, they act the way they act because of something that's deeper than what you see. And, you know, there's like, you're going to see why Dash acts the way he acts, Ciara acts the way she acts, Emma, everybody, Leo. You're going to see why they act the way they act, and eventually in the episode, whether it's been shown already or like a future episode. So I'm really excited for people to see why Emma acts the way she acts. I read some of it, of what's going to happen, and it's very awesome.
Speaking of which, I love how each episode, except for this one actually, we've actually seen them dive deeper into each character's, you know, life situation prior to coming to the hospital, or, you know, with their family life.
Yeah.
So hopefully, you know, like you said, we'll see Emma soon. We'll see Dash soon.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Next episode.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And Ciara meets. Oh gosh.
Oh yeah.
That we think looks like Francisco.
I don't know.
Oh,
you
yeah, you
guys.
guys, I was just about to say that. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Really?
right? And
I told
when
you.
he doesn't have his hat on, his hair is just like the other guys.
It is. It's like, it's
Yeah.
kind of up, but today's bad hair day, so just put a hat on.
Yeah.
Solves all problems.
That do sort of look like, though, yeah. It's my guy, Wilson, man.
Wilson? What's his last
Wilson.
name?
I don't know. I don't know anybody's last name, to tell you the truth, man.
I know. You know, you only go by first name basis anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
man.
last names.
Exactly.
But we have two Heathers here.
We do.
But so we have to go by your guys' last names.
Yeah.
Right.
She's covering something else, but anyways. She meets her match.
She does.
She has officially, I think, met her match in life.
Yeah.
She's always been the dominant one, and I don't think she's ever met somebody like her, and I think she finally has met somebody that is exactly like her.
Yes.
Can we talk about how rude it was that he pushed her into the elevator?
Yes.
She was blind.
Yes.
That made me laugh really hard.
I mean, it was really
Yeah.
funny, and it is karma for Ciara, but still.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
funny.
that's so rude.
Leo's trying his best to help her, and then this dude just pushes her in an elevator. I died. So
She's
funny.
probably done worse.
Yeah,
True.
exactly.
Yeah.
You're right.
Said worse, done worse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All of the above.
It's all coming around, Ciara.
It's all coming around to you. See what happens?
Yep.
And this guy's like kind of I don't know whether to believe him or not to believe him. He seems like a liar, and I don't know what has been true so far of what he's said.
Yeah.
Talks about his cerebral palsy brother, and talks about having a liver transplant. I'm like, is any of this true?
I feel like
Yeah, I feel like
25%
so.
of what he said is true. The rest is like all fabricated.
Yeah.
And that's how Dash sees him in the show at first. Like, it's just corny, man. Like, you coming in here on this, like, he's this leader of everybody. He just came to the hospital, but he reveals himself eventually. We see if he's really a leader or not.
Interesting.
I love that there's some newer characters getting introduced, whether just like a reoccurring few episode character or not. But
Yeah.
it's kind of cool to add some new
Yeah.
dimensions to the
Exactly.
toss it in. I think Ciara needs a little bit of her own medicine in her life.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's what he's going to give to her, which we've seen. He's just a douchebag.
Yeah,
For
man.
now.
For now.
now.
I mean, he could change.
I mean, for
Yeah.
some reason, I want to like this guy.
I know, me too.
Maybe it's because he looks like Francisco.
Maybe.
Oh, you guys.
Aw.
You know how it is when people tell you look like somebody and you're like, no way. No,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what that is. I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Side by side.
Side by side. I'd have to see a picture. Like, put my picture next to his, but I don't see it. I don't
Twitter
see it.
friends, do it.
Twitter friend.
We'll get him in here and we'll talk to him. We'll see.
Yeah.
So now that Ciara is going through her thing, she meets her match, she's getting a pacemaker, and she's doing her thing. Her mom actually reveals to her that, I don't know if, I remember her hearing in the first episode over like the conversation the doctor was having, but I don't know if she really processed it until her mom said to her, your doctors don't think you can actually change. Like, your doctors, you're not on the list because you failed 4 out of 5 of your drug tests. You know, you're not a good person, and your doctors don't think you're going to change.
Right.
Well, remember in, what was it, episode 1, when they said the whole thing about the drug test, you know, she has too many drugs in her system, we can't even put her on the list. And we, in our discussion, said, did her mom even, like, comprehend all of this? Because she just kind of acted like she didn't care about it. Well, now it's coming back. Obviously, she did hear it and maybe cares a little more because her daughter's not going to get a heart.
Yeah. It's kind of sad when you think about it. You know, the character is the character, but at the end of the day, it's like she's only human, and it kind of sucks that she's not on the list and she's dealing with this because of her own actions, kind of. But, you know, it's one of those things. You got to be a good person to receive good things, I feel.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And her mom shows a little bit of emotion after her surgery. And Ciara, I feel like Ciara and Dash have some of the funniest, like, one-liners in the entire episode.
Yes.
Like, you guys are the
Speaking
comedic
of
relief.
which, that Alicia Keys line that you said, did you come up with that, or was
No,
that?
I didn't come up with the lines. I gotta give it to Jason Engler. He's like the main director. We have the different directors each episode, but he, like, we'll have scripts sometimes and we're like we don't really feel it at first, and Jason would just switch a line and throw it in there. Like, we had a bunch of different alts. We had even tapping away like Gregory Hines over there. We had a bunch of different lines, but that one fit best. But I give credits to Jason on that one.
Do you ever get any input on any of the lines?
Yeah. I think we all, you know, we all have a say in what we say. You know, that's a great thing about the show. Like, they have what they want to be said, but if we really don't like the line at all, they'll be like, all right, cool, let's just get one like this the way the network sent it, and you do your version, and whichever works best, they use it.
Nice.
That's a good compromise.
That is good. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Some creative influence from you guys. That's dope to have some.
Exactly. That's why I like the show, because it's the teen's story being told from the teen, as opposed to being an old man from the middle of nowhere trying to tell our story and do it properly. So it's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's awesome. So let's kind of go into Emma, Leo, and Jordy. I feel like we've kind of covered Ciara's portion of the episode. Emma, Leo, and Jordy. You know, Leo wants Emma to choose. He gives her an ultimatum. It's like either me or him. What's it gonna be? Like, come on now. And yeah, who would you guys choose? Leo or Jordy?
I don't know.
I think I'd choose Jordy. I was kind of pulling for him the whole time, so I kind of feel like I would go that way. But I don't. For some reason, I feel like this ultimatum is going to blow up in Leo's face. Like, you just can't do that to somebody who.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Feel kind of trapped a little bit.
Yeah, that's what she's got to feel trapped. I don't know. I know you probably can't give me spoilers.
I mean, it's hilarious to me. Like, in the show, I think it's hilarious to Dash, because you know, he's friends with all of them, and just to see how everything plays out is. I mean, it's hilarious hearing this discussion because I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
No, I think the way it ends up just rolling out is gonna be interesting.
I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, me
it's
too.
heated right now.
Yeah.
A fight. Just Jordy decks Leo in the face.
Yeah, that was yo, I gotta tell you something. When we were filming that scene, man, I could not stop laughing. I know they kept a little bit of the laughing in the actual final edit that they aired, but man, when we were filming that scene, because originally they wanted me to just sit there and break the fight up. But I'm like for him to have one leg and then look at Jordy like, are you scared of me?
I thought of that too.
Yeah, like, where you going? Where you gonna hop away? Like, you gotta learn balance first before you can even get anywhere. Like, you gotta be very talented on those crutches to do that. And then like he punches and I'm like, yo, he only has one leg.
Punched a cripple guy.
He punches him and I couldn't take it serious. But it was a fun scene to film, and I think I didn't see it yet, but I'm pretty sure it ended up great on screen.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was really good.
It's really dramatic. He punched a dude with one leg on crutches.
Are you scared of me? Like,
Just crushed him with the head.
He said gimp, as if I'd ever be scared of a gimp. That was the first time I heard that word ever in my
Really?
life. Yeah, gimp.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Gimp.
goodness.
I've heard gimp a lot, actually.
Yeah.
That's so.
heard that.
Does that happen in real life? You just hit people with like one leg.
No, that's what I said. That's
hope
what I asked
not.
somebody. I asked somebody and said, like, if a dude with one leg just like pushes you, do you hit him back or walk away? Like, which one would hurt more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walk away.
Walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It probably hurt your ego a little bit. Walking.
Right?
Yeah. Everybody was like, I'll punch him in the face. I'm like, dude, why you gonna do all that? I'm like, that's not a fair fight. Bro.
It's not. It's kind of like jumping in on fights. That's not fair.
Like, that's,
Don't hit a dude with one leg.
I love how Emma like jumped up though, like she was gonna do something and then just stood there. It's like, what are you
she's
really
just
gonna
like-
do?
Yeah, I don't think she was supposed to do that. I think she just did that like based off reaction.
Yeah.
Like, what would Emma do? And Ciara just stood up. But yeah, that's hilarious, man.
Capture those moments and put them in there.
Exactly.
Real character reactions.
Exactly.
And Emma kind of tells Leo, you know what? I'm afraid that, we've already failed once. Who says we're not going to fail again if I give this another try? Like, I want to go maybe with something that's fresh and something that's new. Jordy is all these things when you guys are having your discussion too. She puts together her chart, and that'd be so annoying. Somebody who puts charts together for everything.
Yeah, that's too
Yeah.
much. It's way too much.
Way too much.
Yeah.
She's more of like a analytical thinker. She needs like charts and graphs to sway her in different directions and needs
Exactly.
numbers. Have you guys ever dealt with anybody like that before?
No.
No.
Me neither. Me
Way
neither.
too much.
I mean, you do the pros and cons
Yeah.
list, but
Yeah.
other than that, that's as far as that goes.
You ever just write them out? Like write out pros and cons?
Yeah.
For boys?
No.
For jobs.
For jobs. Michelle and I have done this
jobs.
several times for jobs.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Is that
I'ma
too
try
much?
We're getting deep
No,
now.
I never done that in my life. Like a pros and cons sheet. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start doing that. Though.
Yeah. It kind of can help you out a little bit. I don't know about a whole Excel graph on your
No,
computer.
no.
But
It was like
PowerPoint.
a 5-thing list.
this is why my presentation.
Hold on and watch it now. Click, 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 click.
My numbers point to Leo.
Exactly.
Man, it's crazy. She's definitely very high strung and very like she's that girl.
Yeah.
That girl. That
She's a thinker.
thinker, smart,
Exactly.
but very high strung and very like analytical and needs numbers to move her life along.
Yeah.
But in the end, after that fight, she goes with Leo. She plants a big one on him, and I don't think she wanted it. She wanted herself to be with Jordy. That was kind of like where she thought she was going. But her instinct and her gut and her heart are with Leo. She has a past with him, and that's where she.
I think
belongs
she
now.
just has unfinished business with him. That's why
Yeah.
she just wants to like finish it, I think, or see where it goes.
Yeah, see
Or
where it
comfort
goes.
level with him.
Maybe. Yeah.
But I
can see
think
that.
I agree. Like, I think there's unfinished business there.
I feel like it kind of goes back to your first love. Your first love, you always kind of return back to them because it's comfortable, it's normal, you feel right with that person and situation. And when something new is presented to you, you don't really know, but this one situation, you're like, oh, I'm going to go with that because I already know it. Can't be scared of
It's
it.
probably even harder when your first love is like you got to see them every single day. Like,
Every day.
Yeah.
makes it even worse.
Yeah,
I mean, they basically live together.
they basically do. In the
At
hospital.
16.
At 16.
Yeah, man.
I didn't see
It's
it that way.
accelerated.
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
It's kind of like people in like those situations where they're like touring or doing different things. Like you go with those people that you're around most of the time because it's just you're in that situation. Everything's accelerated because you're with each other all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's easy. And I think that's the situation.
Yep.
And Jordy is pissed.
Poor Jordy.
He is so mad.
Man, we got to get Nolan up here one day, man. Nolan.
Yeah.
We would
Tell
love
his
to.
side of the
Love that.
story, yeah.
Yeah.
We'd love to get all of you guys in. That'd be so dope.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. This would be a fun place. You have to get way more chairs, but
That's all right.
I mean-
We'll
figure that
make
out.
room.
Yeah, we'll
We
figure that out.
have things we could do. I'm
Yep.
sure. AfterBuzz is magical.
Yes.
Definitely.
Did we cover everything with
Let's-
Emily and Jordy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mandy
Yeah.
Moore.
Yes. Finally, we get to see her.
Yeah.
I love that Mandy Moore is in this. I love Mandy Moore as an actress. I think she's
Singer.
really talented and a singer. She's great.
Yes.
But I love that her energy is going to be on the show because I think she's great on camera, and I'm excited to see her and Dr. McAndrew and where they are going to develop. We find out their past a little bit. Mm-hmm. Did anyone catch? I was kind of confused about it. Aaron and Dr. McAndrew, like she left and he was up for the position, and she got it.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're all a little confused why she got it and not him, considering she left.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she left to do great things, though.
Yeah.
So maybe that was part of the reason why she got it instead of him.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was a little confused by that whole conversation.
I know.
I wrote question marks down. I was like, I don't know what that means, but okay.
Just roll with the punches.
Just roll with it.
Like,
We'll see.
hopefully that'll be answered next episode.
See what happens. Nurse Jackson goes behind Dr. McAndrew's back and goes to the chief. She is the chief and tells
Crazy.
her, yeah,
She's the chief.
She's the chief.
Surgery.
Over Dr. Dreamy over there.
Yeah.
He's not the chief. And she goes behind Dr. McAndrew's back and tries to get another person involved in Charlie's situation because Nurse Jackson is trying to keep her promise to Charlie. And who better than to approach the situation than someone outside of their hospital who is very successful and has all these accolades and all these things to bring in somebody to fulfill her promise to Charlie. And that does not go over well.
No.
Dr. McAndrew.
Not at all.
There's a lot more research into that, and he finds out that her Charlie's blood is different from another chart, and Brittany kind of rats on Nurse Jackson, not knowing. Yeah, snitch.
She's just so ditzy sometimes. I think you're right. She just didn't really realize what she was saying until it was already out. It was like word vomit. Like,
She was like,
whoops.
oh, oops, I didn't mean that.
I don't think she really cared that it came out. She was just into talking to Dr. McAndrew.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She was all up in that
Talks
business.
too much, man. Where's Brittany? Please
Stop.
stop. Man.
Hey, you wanted her in one of those episodes.
Yeah.
The very
Dash,
first
I
one.
did. That's why you gotta deal with it. Dash has to deal with it.
Dash wanted it one episode. He was like, you can go ahead and rub me.
That's funny. I think it's time for my sponge bath.
Yeah.
Was that scene kind of like awkward to shoot a little bit, trying to hit on a nurse, trying to get a sponge bath?
No, because I think I was already trying to do it in real life. Yeah, when we first got casted and we were in the same hotel for a few weeks, and a few days before filming we would just be around each other, and I was already like, getting to know the ladies and introducing myself and stuff, Zoe, Rebecca, so they already knew like my attitude.
Yeah.
They already knew I was a flirty guy, so it wasn't that awkward. It was funny, but it wasn't awkward. It wasn't like uncomfortable.
Yeah. It was just a funny scene. I think your character
Yeah.
is definitely, you and Ciara, comedic relief for
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
What else happens with them? Brittany, her crush.
Yeah.
We were
Yes.
talking about that. She's very into Dr. McAndrew, but he's kind of into it as well. He's flirting back. He knows her protein bar or whatever, and she brings him a coffee that's not for him, but
Yeah.
he thinks it's for her. There's some flirtation going on between those two.
But do
Totally.
you think it's going to go any further?
I don't know. I think Aaron and Dr. McAndrew and Brittany are gonna have some kind of like.
I think their love triangle's coming next.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, did you see the look that Aaron gave Brittany when like they were having a conversation and then Dr. McAndrews walks away and then she sees her looking at her and Brittany just like turns around and she's just like giving her side eye like, why are you lurking into my conversation?
Hey, what you doing, my man?
So
Get up off him. I am interested to see what happens with that because, Dr. McAndrew and Aaron obviously have a past, and them being back together is kind of a rekindling of old times that I'm sure was never bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like
No.
they left on a bad note.
It was just different paths in their life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when nothing ends on a bad note and you finally come back to each other,
And it rekindles.
You're right.
rekindles and everything feels normal again.
I'm for it. I'm all for it.
All
It
for
needs to happen.
Mandy Moore. I'm down for that. I'm down for the get down. I like it. Nurse Jackson is suspended. So sad.
I mean,
She knew what she was getting into.
But I did feel bad for her when the elevator was closing and like she's crying. Like I really felt for her in that moment. But I mean, come on.
Yeah, I don't think she just knew she was going to get caught.
Yeah.
She never thought that it would happen. But
I didn't think it would be taken to that extreme either.
Yeah.
She was doing it
Exactly.
for like a good cause.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, thought she was doing good for Charlie, and backfired.
It's sad though because Dr. McAndrew agreed to bring in this guy, and he suspended Nurse Jackson, who was the originator of the idea. Of
I think he was just being very petty.
Yeah.
Like, she defied him, so he's like getting his comeback on her.
I mean, they talk about the ego between the both of them. I don't think Nurse Jackson has an ego. I think she actually is trying to do the good for Charlie, and then Dr. McAndrew does have an ego, and he's using it and his power and his position to push it on Nurse Jackson. I'll call her Miss Jackson.
Miss Jackson.
Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. I'll never leave my head, I swear. But those two, man, I'm surprised that he went to that extreme to suspend her and report her, which could lead to like other things. You can get like your nurse license revoked or whatever. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I mean,
she could be like completely done in her career.
Yeah, and you spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to go through nursing school, which is crazy.
Yeah.
She's just trying to help out poor Charlie.
Yeah, man.
Poor Charlie.
Poor Charlie.
Well, which we find out with the blood that it says that it was an infection. I didn't know where that was going to go with the whole blood thing or what it was going to mean.
Oh, yeah.
Just bought him extra time in the hospital. But it worked. I guess essentially it worked, but it kind of at the cost of Nurse Jackson's job, almost. I don't know what's going to happen, but...
I mean, they can't get rid of her.
Right.
No, just Octavia Spencer.
I know.
Can't get rid of her.
How are you going to fire her after 6 episodes?
We'll see what happens.
She'll be back.
She will be back.
She'll be back. I feel like she'll have some other things to do, and next week we see her in the episode anyway, so she'll be there.
Yeah.
I think that kind of covers our storylines with most of the all the characters, and now we can kind of just get to talking about you and Dash and Red Band Society and everything, because now we're done with the show, I feel like. So Red Band Society, and you were on X Factor a long time ago, and what was kind of the transition between both of that? Like, did you know you wanted to act?
No, that's the crazy thing about acting. It was just like an opportunity put in front of me to act, and I took it, but I never like said I wanted to act. I never said I wanted to act. I was just like, my agency, William Morris, they signed me because of the music, and they started sending me scripts. I think somebody from my team they asked them like, just send some scripts over and let's see where it takes us. And the first script I got was Person of Interest, and I was on season 1, episode 14. It was called Wolf and Cub, something like that. And that was the first script I got. I read it, got it, and ever since then I've been going hard with the acting too.
Nice.
So a newly found interest, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I did like drama class in school, and that wasn't even like professional. Only reason I did that was because in drama class, like they'll take you out of class. You'll miss 2 periods of class to go rehearse with the play that you was going to do in the auditorium. So anything to get me out of class, I was like, all right, cool. So I did that. But that was in like the 6th grade, 5th grade. So
yeah,
it wasn't ever a serious thing for me.
I feel you. I wanted to be taken out of class too.
Yeah.
Student council, yearbook, newspaper, whatever. let me go, please.
Whatever you have.
Whatever you have for me, I will do it.
It works.
It does work. But that's awesome. Now this show is, I feel like, blowing up now, and it's one of Fox's like newest hits that they're talking about, and that's awesome.
It's great to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Do you think your character on Red Band Society will rap? Maybe?
No. I try to keep it separate. I don't want to be like corny with it or nothing like that. You'll probably hear a song from me on the show. I actually had a song in episode 1 called "Yes I Know My G," but I'll be rapping in the show. That's corny to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Just keep it separate.
Yeah, keep both of your professions separate.
Yeah.
Do it differently.
Yeah.
Because you can do your music, but then you can also do your acting.
Exactly. Yeah.
I feel you. Yeah, some Twitter questions, right?
Yes. Well, actually, you guys both asked one of each.
Sorry.
So, yours was Clay Bryce's question, and yours was Lovely Daymare. So thank you guys for submitting those.
Thanks.
We'll obviously give them a little shout out as well. And someone, I'm not quite sure how to say this, so please forgive me, everybody, but I think it's poop. LK, LK.
That's ridiculous, man.
Okay.
Okay.
Freestyling y'all Twitter names and stuff. It's cool, though.
You know, on last episode, you had the mural that you spray painted. Did you actually do any of that, and did you do artwork in your own personal life?
No, I did some of it, yeah. Like, I filled in the outlines. My guy, damn, I forgot his name, but a good friend of mine, he did it. He did all the work, and he did the majority of it. I just filled in a few lines. It looked real, though.
It looked really good.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, I didn't do that myself. Yeah, I wish.
Someone said, "Why are you so darn cute?" So that's
Oh,
nice.
snap.
Yeah.
Blame my mother.
Blame your mother.
It's my mom, man. I'm making. It's all her fault.
And I think that was all of my. Oh, someone, lovely Daymare also asked, who would you want to be together, Leo and Emma or Jordy and Emma?
Tough question.
Like, show aside.
Probably, you mean like in real life or
Like,
just
if you were like a
on the
fan
show.
at
Yeah,
home,
if you're a
like,
fan at
watching
home.
the show.
Who'd you want to ship?
probably Leo and Emma, because Jordy and Emma seems like too much problems. Like, this guy, he got to get his leg cut off or something, and then she doesn't want to eat. It's too much problems. I think with Leo and Emma, and they have a past, so it'll, even if it's rough at first, it'll get smooth because they know each other. So
They do know each other.
Yeah.
yeah.
2 more questions. I don't know if you can answer this one, though. This is from, sorry again, Assy Queen.
Assy Queen.
Assy Queen. This may be a spoiler. Will Dash accept the lungs, and will he ever meet Charlie?
Tune in to Red Band Society
Next week.
Wednesday on Fox.
Exactly.
We shall see.
We shall. And last question is from @PosyDreams. How do you like playing Dash, and can you relate to him in any way?
I love playing Dash. Dash is awesome. It's a very realistic role. I think he's young. He's like me in the sense of, like, he does what he wants to do when he wants to do it, and he doesn't like to answer to, like, higher authorities and stuff like that. I can relate to him in that sense. But as far as his dressing, I'm not too much of a fan of the way Dash dresses. Like,
So you're not going to steal any of those clothes from set?
never. I would never dress like that. But that fits Dash. That fits the character and what he's going for. But other than that, that's the only thing that we can't relate in, I think. And he has cystic fibrosis. I don't have that. But
Thank God.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Dash is very ambitious, and so am I. So. Yeah.
Nice. Speaking of being ambitious, tell us a little bit about Computer Era. I read that on your Twitter.
Yeah. Computer Era is it's an EP that I'm putting out. I mean, it's really an album. It's considered an album because of the amount of tracks on there. I think it's like 13 tracks. That's the deluxe edition. The regular is 11. But I recorded it with an EP state of mind. Like, it's me really introducing myself to the world. It's like the new Astro. I'm sorry, my voice is peaking. I just woke up. It's really like me introducing myself to the world as a new Astro. Like, if you listen to me, my sound is kind of vintagey and stuff like that. But now I'm stepping outside of that box and just trying to make good music. Mm-hmm. That's not just hot in New York, where I'm from, but hot all around the world. So. Nice. Yeah, it comes out December 2nd on iTunes. It'll be available for pre-order, I think, November 18th.
Nice.
Soon.
Yeah.
Very
Couple
soon.
weeks.
That's exciting. Dropping some
Yeah,
music.
man. Yeah. Excited to share with the people, too. I had it in my, I had it for, months, a year almost. So to share this is like, finally.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's like your little baby
There.
you worked on. And
Yeah, exactly. Took my
Share.
time with it, too, so.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any fun collaborations or anything?
Yeah, I'm not big on collaborations and stuff like that. Like, I only do it if it is necessary.
Right. You
There
just
are
like to be-
collaborations, but nothing crazy. Like,
Okay.
it's just a few. Yeah.
Did you work with L.A. Reid at all on this album?
No, I don't speak to Ellery. That show was like 3-4 years ago. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What was it like coming off that show? Like, it was huge when it was on. Like, what was it like coming off of it? What happened after the show with you and your music, and what did you experience?
It was cool. It was a cool experience. But that moment, I mean, that whole time was like just me experimenting. Like, I was just young and I didn't really know who I was as an artist, and I was just really doing whatever. Like, I would never perform in gold pants ever. Like, that really wasn't my decision, but due to just people around you and you being young and not really understanding yourself yet, you just do whatever. So there's a lot of cringe moments on that show, but it was the biggest platform like that I had musically, and it did help to bring my career to another level. But it's not a moment that I look back on and I'm like, oh man, I missed that time. I'm glad it's over, actually. Like, I don't even think about the show, to be honest. I'm so focused on the new stuff, it's like whatever. But it was a dope experience. It was a learning experience.
Nice.
That's what that's what it is, a learning experience, and it kind of just like it led you down a path and it introduced a whole new like chapter in your book. So that chapter's over, and now you're on to some other juicier, more amazing chapters. In your life.
Bigger and better things.
Yeah, for sure.
Totally. Speaking of which, Red Band Society is up for Best New TV Drama for the People's Choice Awards.
Oh, yeah. I just found that out yesterday. That is awesome, man. That's awesome.
See? Red Band Society, blowing up.
Doing
Make sure you vote for us, man. If you love the show, make sure you vote, because if I could go up on that stage with the rest of the cast, and I just want to be there. I don't want to say anything. I just want to be there and be on the stage. And
get your award.
Yeah, look at all the famous people in the crowd that have no idea who I am. Just look in the eyes and just stare at them.
They do now.
They do.
Yeah.
They do now.
And you guys have a huge following on Twitter. Like, I don't know if you check the tweets on Wednesday nights, but it's literally
it's a lot.
crazy.
Yeah, they coming fast. They're coming fast. I think we trend at least, like every time the show comes on, something trends, whether it's Nurse Jackson or Lara or Dara or Cash, Cash with a K, something. But people are showing love online.
Wait, real quick, okay, while you're shipping people there. Dash had a little girl, flirting with some girl. I think her name was Alexis tonight.
Well, he was just naming off names. I don't think he really
was
knew
that
her
not
name.
really her name? He's just like, hey, Tara, Christy.
I didn't know her name, man. You know, Dash Max all the time, so he doesn't remember names like that.
So we'll probably never see Alexis ever again.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
She does. She's in class with him.
That's
exactly.
true.
Yeah. Unless she gets like suspended or something.
Yeah.
Bad misbehavior.
Just kicked out of the hospital.
Yeah. She's gone. She's out.
You don't get whatever you need now.
You're suspended. Bye. Bye, Felicia.
Yeah.
What is it like working with Octavia Spencer? Because she's, Academy Award winner, or Golden Globe, I believe. I think. But what is it like working with her? She's amazing, right?
Yeah, working with her is awesome, man. Working with her is awesome. She's like young at heart, like, and as much as she's accomplished, for her to be so humble and cool about everything is dope. Like, Octavia, she's one of us. She makes jokes with us, laughs at our jokes, and it's nothing corny. Like, she's young.
Just chill.
Yeah, very chill, hilarious. She makes jokes every day, all day.
I imagine her being like super funny. Even just her on the show, you could tell she has a sense of humor.
Oh yeah, definitely. And one thing about her is when it's time to work, she goes to work. Like, so if we have to film a scene where she's yelling at us, 5 minutes before they say action, she's just staring at us and just
getting into character.
Yeah, like just pissed off. And be like, "Damn, you was just joking 2 minutes ago." That's what got her to the point where she's at, is that professionalism.
I love her as an actress,
That's awesome.
so I just wondered how it was like working with her. And
yeah, no, she's awesome.
Were you intimidated when you first met her?
No, that's the thing about actors like that I work with. Like, I worked with Liam Neeson before, and I don't know who they are. Or I know who they are, but I'm not aware of their work prior to filming. Like, when I worked with Liam Neeson, he's my mom's favorite actor, so I was like, oh, word, that's cool. But she was bugging out. She was like, that's Liam Neeson. Here and here. I didn't know who he was. And then, like, after I worked with them, I found out about their work. But I think that makes for good chemistry on screen, because if I'm all starstruck and whatnot, then it looks very corny, like, it looks like I look like a fan on screen. But now, like, because I don't know too much of their work before I work with them, it's very natural. Like, they're like normal people to me. So.
Did your mom get to meet him?
Oh yeah. I don't remember. I don't remember. I think she did. I know my uncle got to meet him. And my uncle talks a lot. My uncle's from Brooklyn, so Brooklyn people just talk a lot, and he was telling Liam how much he loved his work, and Liam was real cool about it. He's also a very humble dude. Took pictures with my uncle and all that, so.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. He's a great actor as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, awesome. Sorry. You have any other questions?
I don't think
I think
so.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Covers everyone.
Is there anything else coming up that you want to talk about? Anything that's like important that's happening?
Yeah, just make sure you tune into Red Band Society every Wednesday at 9 p.m. on Fox. Don't forget, Computer Era comes out on iTunes December 2nd. It's available for pre-order November 18th. I'm gonna make sure you follow me on Twitter at Astronomical Kid, because dates may change and I tweet them right away. So just stay tuned.
Anything that happens, just tweet. Social media is huge these days.
Yeah.
Get everything across on social media.
Does the job.
Is there anyone? Sorry, I'm actually just thinking of questions. Is there anyone outside of in the cast that you're friends with outside of filming?
Yeah, everybody. We just started going to parties 2 weekends ago, and I've been seeing different sides of people, man. At parties you get turned up, you're not worried about work or anything. But yeah, I think we're all pretty cool. We're all pretty cool outside of filming as well.
What I love about the show is that it kind of took how many of you guys are there?
Nine.
Kind of took 9 of you guys, and the teenager kid actors, and they kind of, not kids, but
yeah.
It kind of exploded your careers. Some of you guys did some smaller work, but it kind of launched your careers.
Helped,
show.
yeah.
And you guys all have this platform now. Red Band Society is doing so good, and now you guys' careers right out there in the forefront. Where before you were doing some great work, but now I love it.
On a bigger level.
Yeah.
Because a lot of TV shows, they want to bring in some big name actors to give shows publicity and all this other stuff. But now, you have Octavia Spencer, but
I feel like she plays more of a secondary role.
Yeah.
I feel like the high school students or the kids or whatever are at the forefront of the entire show. They're the main characters. You guys are.
they took some fresh actors and gave them a chance to do a show, and who knew what was going to happen with Red Band Society, and now it's doing great. I love that.
Shouts to Fox. It was very humble of Fox, because they could have got the big dogs and more big dogs and more big dogs, but they gave young actors opportunities and put us next to, Octavia Spencer's and Dave Annabelle's, and we can be on screen with them while at the same time learning from them. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love it. And yay, Red Band Society. So do you guys want to move into some predictions?
Yes.
Sure.
Or news, whatever, either one.
I kind of skipped over my news and gossip.
We'll go to that next.
Already did it.
AFTERBUZZ TV predictions.
So next week, we see some crazy things happening. Your bloody nose, and man, it looks juicy next week.
It's gonna be so good.
It's crazy.
So good.
So, what are your predictions?
I don't know. There's gonna be. I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be so much. I can't comprehend it right now.
It's a good show when you don't know what's gonna happen next.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
I can't put it into words. I really can't.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay.
I think that Aaron and McAndrew's relationship is gonna kind of go back to each other. Brittany's obviously been so jealous, and I feel like next week Charlie's gonna give us something. Something, not much,
Hopefully something.
but something. There's got to be something there.
There has to be progress with his
Has to be
character.
progress
Something.
because we
man.
don't want him to move.
Well,
He's
he
the
can't
narrator.
move. He's the narrator of the
So
show.
we got to get something here soon.
Well, we know this doctor is coming in.
Yeah.
That Erin is bringing in from her travels, and he's supposed to be this amazing brain trauma guy that has dealt with this before. So hopefully we will see some progress from him, because we want him to pull through.
Yes.
Yes.
We don't want him to leave the hospital. I see Ciara and Hunter having some kind of breakthrough with their little weirdo relationship right now.
They're so going to be a couple.
Yeah, definitely. They're meant for each other.
Yes.
They'll-
This tension's going to break through.
They're both jerks.
They're
Yeah.
both jerks. I feel like they're gonna mellow each other out though, because her Ciara's mom talked about, you don't know about change until you meet somebody that you want to change for,
Oh yeah. That's right.
and she's meeting this guy that's totally like her, and I feel like they can change each other.
Yeah.
And then Leo and Jordy, I feel like they're gonna I hope that they kind of make up over because it's fighting.
Yeah, they have to make
Bros
up.
before.
Gosh. Yeah.
So I hope that they make up and try to just get over it, and Jordy just realize that he can do much better than Emma, this crazy girl who makes charts and graphs over relationships.
Oh, well, speaking of which, okay, I have a little prediction / news and gossip. Bella Thorne
I had that on my sheet.
is going to be making an appearance on the show. So wonder if Bella and Jordy had a
Get
relationship.
together.
Oh, snap. Hey, if he gets Bella Thorne over Emma, I'm good with that. Go Jordy. I mean, both girls are very beautiful, but
Yeah.
Bella Thorne.
I mean, it's Bella Thorne.
I mean, and he's been through a lot, so he totally deserves it.
They say the best way. They say the best way to get over somebody is a rebound. So. Bella Thorne.
Yeah.
I don't know when is she coming in though.
I talked to her publicist because I'm friends with her, and she's actually on a book tour right now, and so she's not able to come in.
Oh, I mean like coming into the episode.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
Soon.
okay. Okay.
Sorry, I thought you meant into the
No, it's okay.
I'm like, well, I'm already on that.
He's working on it.
I'm already on that one. Don't worry.
That's amazing. Well, I guess that's it for tonight.
Yeah.
Red Band is back. We had a couple weeks off, but here we are.
Finally.
back,
Yay.
I've been dying.
I know. I've been away from AfterBuzz.
don't die.
Don't die.
2
We
weeks
need you.
though.
We need you.
Too long. 2 weeks is too long.
Well, where can they find you, Michelle?
Well, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at _MichelleFee.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Heather Joy Smith.
I know you said it, but where can they find you?
Yeah, Twitter at Astronomical Kid, Instagram The Astronomical Kid. I'm gonna shorten these names because they're long as hell for no reason. But
I feel you. My Instagram is Francisco Thurston, and my Twitter is The Francisco. And we'll see you guys back here next week for another recap of Red Band Society.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.